All right, so today we're going deep, like really deep into the engine room of professional broadcasting.
We really are.
We're looking at one piece of hardware that kind of sits at the center of a huge industry problem.
The problem being how you get old school high bitrate video to play nice with,
Yeah,
modern networks.
exactly. And the box is the Thor Broadcast H-IP-ASI-B-V3. It's a converter, a gateway, it's a lot of things. So our mission is to figure out why a device like this is so critical. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, you can think of it as a translation layer. The technical thing this box solves is bridging DVB-ASI. That's the asynchronous serial interface.
Right, the massive data pipe inside a TV station.
Exactly, that massive pipe. It bridges that with standard IP, Internet Protocol, the network stuff that runs everything today. This device, the HIP-ASI-B-V3, it's really a transparent gateway between those two worlds.
In that name, it's a mouthful. ASI to IP, and IP to DVB-ASI gateway, and a converter with a decoder for SDI and HDMI output. That tells you it's not just a translator.
Oh, no. It's more like a Swiss Army knife. It absolutely is.
So talking about that versatility, what can you actually feed into this thing?
Okay, so you have three main options for inputs. First is that DVB-ASI pipeline we mentioned, which can be huge, up to 200 megabits per second.
Wow.
Then you've got standard network IP, so, UDP or RTP streams over an Ethernet cable. And then, and this is the surprising one, an RF tuner.
Wait, an RF tuner so it can pull a signal right out of the air.
Yep, an off-air ATSC signal, just like a TV antenna.
So it's handling three completely different types of signals. A physical broadcast backbone with ASI, a network stream, and a traditional over-the-air signal. That seems complicated.
It is, but it manages that by having you select just one input at a time. It's not doing all three at once. You pick your source.
And once you've picked it?
It gets to work. It can take that single feed and create, say, one big output stream for the network. That's called an MPEG-TS. Or, and this is where it gets powerful, it can break that up into as many as 32 separate individual streams.
32 separate channels from one box? That seems like a lot, but I guess that's where the editing part comes in. Here's where it gets really interesting.
Precisely. This thing does what we call stream surgery. It's not just passing the signal along. It's actively editing the transport stream.
So you mean you can just pick and choose what you want?
That's exactly it. Imagine you get a big satellite feed, one ASI stream, and it has 3 TV programs inside it. But you only want to broadcast 2 of them.
Okay.
The Thor unit lets you go right in there using PID or VCT adjustments and basically remove the program you don't want. The output is a cleaner IP stream that only has the 2 programs you actually need.
Which must save a ton of bandwidth downstream.
A massive amount.
But if it's doing that kind of surgery, what does that do to the final video quality? Is it still clean?
Excellent question. The unit has dedicated hardware decoding for that. It supports both H.264 and the older MPEG-2 standard. It makes sure the video that comes out, and it can come out of physical ports like HD-SDI or HDMI, is crystal clear. We're talking up to 1080p at 60 frames.
And it handles all the other professional stuff too, like audio and captions.
Absolutely. It has Dolby AC3 pass-through for professional audio, and it supports both closed caption 608 and 708 systems. Full compliance.
And how do you even control something this complex?
You've got 2 ways. There's a secure web interface, so you just manage it from a browser, or there's a full LCD panel right on the front of the unit for hands-on control.
So what does this all mean? I mean, at the end of the day, the HIP-ASI-B-V3 is sort of the ultimate utility knife for a broadcaster. It's taking signals from the air, from the network, from inside the station, and then sending them wherever they need to go.
It really is.
And this is serious gear. You see that in the price, it's around $3,000 and the 2-year warranty.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to consider. Given everything it does, all those inputs, RF, ASI, IP, and all those outputs, 32 network streams plus SDI and HDMI, how does a device like this change things? Does it simplify a broadcaster's strategy by putting everything in one box? Or does it actually complicate things by creating one very powerful single point of failure in your entire signal chain? Something to think about.